The White House just personally approved every company allowed to touch OpenAI's newest model. If the government can gate one model this way, what happens when the next one drops? Hold that question. Here's what Sol actually is. OpenAI just launched a 3-tier model family, and Sol is the flagship. Complex reasoning, long coding sessions, agentic workflows, cybersecurity, the most capable model OpenAI has ever shipped. Terra sits mid-tier, competitive with GPT-5.5 at 2/3 the cost. Luna is cheap and fast for high-volume tasks. Pricing: $5 per million input tokens for Sol, $2.50 for Terra, $1 for Luna. Sol also ships with Ultra Mode, a multi-agent orchestration feature that spins up sub-agents to tackle complex tasks in parallel. But the entire family is rated high on OpenAI's own risk framework. For cyber capabilities specifically, Sol scored 96.7% on OpenAI's internal Capture the Flag cybersecurity benchmark. The government's concern is not theoretical. At the request of the White House's Office of the National Cyber Director and OSTP, OpenAI launched under controlled preview, a hand-picked group of roughly 20 trusted partners, named in a literal Annex A. No waitlist, no self-service sign-up. You're not on it. General availability promised, quote, in the coming weeks. OpenAI called this arrangement in their own launch post something that should not become the long-term default. Sam Altman called it bad news on X. They complied anyway. And that's the precedent set. On June 26, 2026, and it doubles down the same evening. While OpenAI was announcing Sol, Anthropic was absorbing a different version of the exact same pressure. 2 weeks ago, the Trump administration slapped export controls on Claude Fable 5 and Mythos 5, forcing both models completely offline, including for non-US Anthropic employees. Not just restricted externally, internally too. The trigger? Amazon CEO personally told the Treasury Secretary that Fable 5 could be jailbroken. That was enough. The DoD had already blacklisted Anthropic as a national security supply chain risk after Anthropic refused to let its models power autonomous weapons. Anthropic is literally suing the US government over this right now. But on Friday, Commerce Secretary Howard Lutnick wrote a letter, yes, a letter, telling Anthropic that Mythos 5 is now cleared. Not for general users, not for Fable 5, for 100 specific US institutions, named in another Annex A. The consumer-facing model that was briefly the most powerful AI tool the public had ever accessed, still locked, indefinitely. Zoom out. Same day, OpenAI gated its best model by government whitelist. Anthropic got its best model partially ungated to a different government whitelist. The classified assessment framework underpinning all of this isn't even finished. The August 2026 deadline hasn't arrived yet. Right now, AI access policy is being made up on the fly, letter by letter, through the Commerce Department. Here's why this hits you directly. If you build products on frontier AI, you are building on infrastructure the government can gate, restrict, or revoke, and you just watch them do it twice in one day. The practical move? Build model agnostic. If your stack depends entirely on one frontier model, you now carry a policy risk, not just a technical one. Run Terra and Luna today. Use whatever Anthropic access you still have. Diversify now before the next restriction drops. Watch what happens when the August covered frontier model framework drops. That document will define AI access for the entire next generation. Remember the question from the top? If they gate one model this way, what happens when the next one drops? Watching the answer happen in real time. Another whitelist, another Annex A, another letter. The first time a government decided who gets the world's most powerful AI tools, June 26th, 2026. 2 companies, 2 whitelists, 1 precedent. And the framework that makes this permanent isn't written yet. When it is, that's the moment everything locks in. Like and subscribe for the moment it gets written and what it means when it does.